family, and his elite status, all swept away in the blink of an eye. A gripping and engaging story of doubt, grief, sickness, and depression. The Faith of Job is a gut-wrenching, thought-provoking, inspiring musical odyssey about the journey of faith. Join us August 17th at the Stevenson Auditorium, 979 Middleton Street in Orangeburg, South Carolina. Showtime is at 3 p.m. For ticket information, go to thefaithofjobplay.com.
Rise and shine to the morning light. Sister MJ brings the truth so bright. Health and nature in every sound. Feel the rhythm, let's get unbound. From Ahia we get our power. Every herb, every healing flower. Sister MJ shows the way. Naturally living every day. Naturally you, naturally free, naturally living as God meant to be. Breathe the air that's fresh and pure. Nature's bounty is the cure. Sister MJ shows what's real in every word and every meal. From the mountains to the sea, every breath is harmony. Feel the beat and feel alive. With Sister MJ we thrive. Grains and fruits in every bite. Feel the energy, feel the light. Harmony in every part. Naturally you with all your heart.
Shalom, 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 and welcome everyone. Welcome to Naturally You. Another evening to finish up the month of July and our Men's Month. Tonight we're going to finish with Jake's headache. Jacob's head is aching and it's part of his story. So we are going to conclude tonight from episode 1, where we talked about our sensory glands and our feet, how death begins in the feet, and what we can do to aid our feet, right? For the man, massaging it, knowing where the body has aches and pains, looking at the reflexology chart to see what corresponds to it, and then using our best oil ever, our castor oil, to massage those areas. So that is something every male that is listening, if you don't have this oil in your cabinet, your self-care cabinet, please get it. It needs to be hexane free. And the reason it's hexane free because hexane is a carcinogen that is in some castor oil. We do not want that because of the rinsylinic acid in here that goes and drives deep to get rid of the inflammation and the pain in the body. We want to make sure it's hexane free. All right. Well, welcome, Sister Esterline, Sister Nina Cook. I just want to welcome you all and whoever else is not in the chat but is on and listening. Welcome. I want to welcome those on the radio, on Facebook, wherever you are in the four corners of the earth. Welcome to Naturally You. We have our conclusion tonight. Oh, I should say my conclusion, since I'm the one who's creating it. You all know the story. We started with the feet when we started Naturally You, and we came up the body and learned how the body operates. So that when we if let me use that word, if we are diagnosed with an issue or dis-ease, we have some idea what part of the body they're talking about and what it does, and the connection to other parts of our body, so we're not ready to rush and say, oh, let's do surgery. We can actually go home, do our research, and make a better decision. So in our conclusion, you know the story. We were in the beginning. That's where it all began. Our creator, God, a higher, created Adam on the sixth day. And from Adam, he took his rib, put him to sleep, took his rib, and created Eve. And when he made Adam, he took his time. He took his time. And he made our beautiful male. And our males are so special. And I'm not taking away from the female, but remember, he was made in God's image. And in God's image is a special thing we need to think about. And I don't think every man out there, when he wakes up, he thinks of himself as, I'm in the image of the Most High God, that creator I'm speaking to tonight, that creator I'm speaking to today, that creator I'm praying to for this outcome or this request. He was made in the image of the Most High God. And every day, the 5 days, the 6 days the Most High created, he said it was good. And guess what? I believe him. It was good. And since that time, you know, we had some imperfections happen. You know the story. It was perfect. We had he had a companion. There was a tree that was planted that should not have been planted there. We had a command given, and that was not obeyed. There was a lie told. There was a bite of an apple, some fruit, and then there was the end. We were kicked out, booted out, kicked out, get out of here. Yes, Adam was kicked out of the garden along with his rib, Eve, and that was the end. But was it? Was it really the end? Or was that when Adam realized that there's a war? There's a war that he was born into. And with that war came a whole lot of other issues, a whole lot of other issues. And for the last 3 weeks, I've endeavored to share the issues that ails our male, our Adam or Jacob, however you want to refer to him. And he represents every man that you've ever met in your life, your father, grandfather. He represents that man. And what we want to look at what we can naturally do to prevent the ills that plague our man. And there are many. Women, you think you got many issues? I think the man has more. And let me tell you why. A lot of the stuff they ignore. And therefore it's pressing, it's causing higher stress. After all the study I've done, I totally get it why heart disease is the number one, or heart attacks is the number one thing killing us. And then I absolutely get why the cancers are coming next, on a quick rehab, next one. And then after that, there's many other issues and diseases. I get it, because the enemy is very subtle. I want you all, please, please, please remember subtle. Every morning when you wake up, remember how subtle the enemy is, because he wants to make sure he kills us all. Yes, eugenics. That's what it is. So there is death in our beginning in our feet, the souls we walk upon daily. And if we looked at it like a farmer, his greatest asset is a seed, right? To plant in his field. The carpenter, what is his greatest asset? Wouldn't it be trees to get his wood? And, you know, everything goes back. I know I digress, but everything goes back to Mother Earth. Mother Earth, who is crying and wailing for her children. And Christ came as a carpenter, humble and lowly. He showed us how to live and a path back to he showed us how to live and gave us a path back to the Most High. The Bible shows us the political structure, the war that was happening. All the wars is in the Old Testament. Then we have all the taxes and the decrees, all the government uh, debauchery that is still here today. And the biggest thing that I want us to fast forward to today is that the government has been lying to us from the beginning. And in scripture, the Most High cannot lie because he doesn't have the nature of man. He doesn't lie. His word never comes back void. But men lie. We've been lied to from the beginning. So if we fast forward today, it's no wonder that Jake has a headache. He's been lied to about everything. Simply everything. He was made in the image of God, brought here to create family, walk uprightly, live righteously. But with the fall, his head now aches. It's pounding. So let's look at these ailments that could happen to him and what we can do. Because tonight we're focusing on from the neck up. And the neck, I mean, everybody has different size neck. Men, their necks are so much bigger than ours, ladies. And if they're in the gym and working out, it's really big. But there's so much going through this neck and going through this face and the head. And there's just so much going through this part of the body. And we want to talk about what it is and why it's so important that we carry this head upright, and in a manner that is in the image of our God and his son and our Adam. We must carry ourselves in that manner. So Jake has to study the war he's in for his mind, for his strength and his mobility, his seed, his melanin, and the nourishment of his temple. So how many things was that? His mind, his strength, his mobility, is able to move, his seed, which is his reproductive, right? His melanin, that beautiful skin, the nourishment of his temple, what we put in. All of this is being attacked by the enemy. The first rule of war is what? Know your enemy. Know your enemy. We have Lucifer, Satan, the devil, LSD. We wonder where drugs came from. Hey, he's telling us what it is right there, right? He can transform himself into many different things to entice, and that's what he's done. Our communities, as we know it, are plagued with drugs, alcohol, weed, although some states now they've legalized it. There's so much fornication, it's like everyday thing, just have sex. Doesn't matter, marriage or not, just do what you want, do as thou wilt. On our television, it tells us about sin and everything carnal. And so we have to fight. And when we fight, we have to have our full armor on. We know Ephesians 6:12 tells us, or actually 13 through 18 as well, It tells us about what's going on. We're not fighting against each other. It's just there's spirits that we're fighting against. And that's the thing. We have to put on our armor, which we should know. If you don't know, go to Ephesians 6:13 through 18, because the Bible was our basic instruction before leaving earth, right? It's the word of God which guards our mouth, which we're talking about, our ears, our eyes, and overall that guards our family. We have diseases of the neck, the ears, the eyes, the throat, the brain, the thyroid. I think that's the short list because there's so many more. But if you all recall, oh, Shalom, Sister Dawn, Arapika, and Esteline. Ah, yes, crimes. So many crimes have been done against us and our men. And we have this part of our body, which we talked about. If you all remember, you've got nerve, and we talked about the vagus nerve and how important that is. So I want to take like 2 or 3 minutes to talk about the vagus nerve because you all need to understand how important it is. It's called a wandering nerve, and it's integrally connected to the parasympathetic nervous system, which acts as a counterbalance to our sympathetic nervous system. Now, while the sympathetic nervous system prepares our body for the fight or flight, we're going to go, we got to take off. The parasympathetic nervous system restores equilibrium and helps us relax. Well, that's where our vagus nerve, that's the side the vagus nerve is on. It's the seventh cranial nerve in the back of our neck. And it's attached to every organ. If you look at that diagram there, you'll see it's connected to the lungs, the heart, the thyroid, the liver, the stomach, the spleen, the gallbladder, the small intestines, the large intestines, the kidneys. All of that is connected to that vagus nerve. So what does that tell us? That tells us that when we're stressed, this is why they tell us, and you hear it on stress skills. You've heard that before, right? This is why they tell us stress skills, because that nerve is attached to all of those organs. And when those organs are stressed, there's pressure that builds, because they call it blood pressure. There's pressure building in the blood, and that is giving us the stress. But if we were to learn and use the way that we are taught to activate the vagus nerve, because we always in the fright or flight. That's what the chaos is when you turn on that television, right? If you are always in the fright or flight, you are on the other side. We want to be on the parasympathetic where that vagus nerve is. So what do we want to do? Anybody remember how we activate our vagus nerve? You can put it in the chat. You can hum, 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 hum. You can laugh out loud. Remember when we started laughing? And we kept laughing and laughing and laughing. That activates our vagus nerve. That's what we need to do at the end of a stressful day. We just need to relax our body. We've got to learn to relax, because if we don't, that subtle enemy, he's winning. He's absolutely winning. So if we can't get that nerve to relax, we are going to affect our physical and our mental health. And what is the two things that we go to the white coats for these days? Our physical health and our mental. Are you starting to see the connection? Research reveals how that vagal nerve, vagal tone, the activity and responses of the vagus nerve is closely linked to our overall well-being. And many of us, we just operate, women, we do what we do. We just get it done. But men, they do what they do, but they don't know how to get to the relaxing part, and that's why the blood pressure goes up and up and up, and there's all kinds of issues. That vagus nerve is responsible for controlling the muscles of the throat, your voice box, right? Speaking, your digestive tract. Yes, up here is connected to our gut. You've heard the term your gut is the second brain. Understand, all of this influences our heart rate as well as the blood pressure. Okay? The vagus nerve is divided into two main branches, and it has a right and it has a left one, but they provide different. They each branch connects to different areas of the body. The right vagus nerve, primarily supplies the heart, while the left vagus nerve primarily innervates organs in the chest and the abdomen. Okay? So if you having pain on this side, don't think, oh no, I don't have to worry about it because it's not on my left side. Because that right side is activating, or it's connected to the blood in the heart. It's connected to the heart. Studies have suggest that individuals with higher vagal tone may have better cardiovascular health. Wonder why? They're taking care of their body. They're exercising. Every day they come home, they're not keeping up with the stress. They're bringing it down and relaxing. It also impacts the immune function and our digestion. It's associated with, if you know how to relax that vagal tone and tone it down, it lowers your heart disease risk, and it improves your gut health and enhances your immune function, your responses. So what am I saying here? That if we don't relax, get a hold of how stressed we are and do something to change it, we're going to have gut issues, we're going to have heart issues, and we're going to have immunity and our immune response issues. We're going to have a lot of issues with our immune health, in a nutshell. Okay? And again, it helps regulate the heart and our blood pressure. And if you want to, if you stay out of a state of relaxation and tense, and you'll have heart disease, you'll have high blood pressure, and it puts a strain on your cardiovascular system. We don't want that. It also plays, like I said, a crucial role in our digestion. We've talked about digestion ad nauseum. We've got to get that under control. Too much is relying on that, because these neurotransmitters going on in the brain is talking to the gut. And if we don't get it fixed in the gut, we're going to have some issues. Not only some, but a ton of issues. Again, the vagus nerve is anti-inflammatory. Okay? It's anti-inflammatory. So if we don't activate it, we're going to have a lot of inflammation. It helps reduce chronic inflammation. What is disease, you guys? What is disease? Inflammation is the first, it's the cause of all disease. And if this vagus nerve can help the man reduce chronic inflammation, we need to help him get that activated. If we can dampen that inflammatory response, the vagus nerve acts as a natural defense mechanism against the development of diseases, such as what? What are the diseases? Diabetes that's plaguing us, heart disease, arthritis, the big C, all of that. That's all, in a nutshell, the vagus nerve does. So far, we've gone almost a half an hour. We've ad nauseum the vagus nerve. I want to stress, we've got to take care of our male vagus nerve. We can activate it blowing in a bag if you're stressed. laughing out loud. You can what else did we have? You can hum, you could gargle, when you gargling, all of that, laugh out loud, do whatever it takes to get you where you're not stressed. If exercising relaxes you, go and exercise. If singing relaxes you, go sing. We've got to do what it takes to relax the body. Then looking at the rest of the neck and the rest of the head, we have problems with our ears. We have ear infections. And, as babies, children get ear infections. I really believe that has a lot to do with coming out of the womb, whether they got the right probiotics and stuff from the mother, and also what drugs they shooting in them at the vaccinations, or the vaccination schedules that they get at a young age. Hours after birth, they start shooting them up with stuff. I think that has a lot to do with it. We also have earwax buildup and impaction. There's hearing losses, and hearing loss, a lot of times, if we got our inflammation under control, we wouldn't have that issue. I know tinnitus is something that happens to a lot of people. A lot of diabetics have tinnitus, which is ringing in the ears. Come to find out, zinc is very helpful for that. So connect the dots there. And if you're taking zinc, please do not take it on an empty stomach. Always take zinc with food. Minerals need food to attach to, and zinc is a mineral. Okay? There's also boils that can happen, and that's a bacterial infection. All right? There's swimmer's ear. There's automycosis, which is external air canal caused by a fungus. Crazy. There's Meniere's disease, which is an inner ear disorder, which causes dizziness, tinnitus, and ear congestion. Again, reduce the inflammation, and a lot of these things will go away. Dizziness, vertigo, and balance disorders. Many people, many men may have that, and they don't even make the connection that's what's going on. Inflammation needs to be at the top of your list of what I need to do to take care of my health as a male. Manage inflammation. Then we have nasal and sinus issues, sinusitis, which is inflammation of the sinus. If you look at your face, and you peel the skin back, there are two pockets here. That's where a lot of the issues lie. And you may see darkness around the nostril. That lets you know you've got some kind of internal sinus infection going on. Anytime you see that, some people think it's from their glasses, and it may be the glasses are sitting on their bridge, but all of that internally is a fungus going on internally from the sinuses. Something easy to get rid of that is just moving that inflammation, and we move it. I remember when we showed you how you move it. You go behind the ear and down, and then you come down here and bring it down, massage that down, and then you would release it here, and that's a drainage port, and you just go, and it comes up. Okay. Something you really need to do. And in the next 2 weeks, next week, we're going to really focus more on nicotine. And then the week after, we're going to go into hands-on on how important our lymphatic system is, because our lymphatic system is one that is connected to our immune system. And if we can't drain or learn how to drain that lymphatic system or keep it active, we're going to have a lot of issues. And that sinusitis being part of that as well. And even headaches, inflammation with the lymphatic system. Nobody talks about it. The inflammation is right there. It's that drainage. So we're gonna talk. I'm gonna show you different things you can do, and I have videos that I can send out to you all. But that's coming in the next 2 weeks. Okay. Then they have the loss of smell or taste. Again, low zinc. Of course, they use that as one of the issues of knowing you had CV is loss of smell and taste. It's low zinc. Okay. Then tonsillitis. The tonsils, they normally pull out early age. They tell you, oh, you don't need it, get rid of it. There's Esau. Oops, oops. The white coats. There's the white coats taking out, trying to take out what the Most High gave us. Everything that he put in us was good, so we don't need to be removing anything. All right. They will tell us it's advanced technology and we've advanced, but the Most High was not wrong in his assessment of us. We were wonderfully made. And to have them remove anything and tell us that we have to do it, I mean, they feed us so many lies. They lie, they lie, they lie. We've got to do something about it. Okay, so then we have the thyroid and we have parathyroid disorders. Many men may think they don't have thyroid issues. Yes, they do. They have hypo and hyper just like the women do. All right. There's thyroid cancers. A lot of people do mouthwashes. And I remember there used to be one. What was it called? But it had lauryl sodium sulfate in it, which is an industrial cleaner to get oils out off of the concrete floor in the manufacturing plant. They had that in mouthwash. So therefore, many people have throat cancers or have developed throat cancers. We must read the ingredients on these bottles. Lucifer's not going to change. He never sleeps. We sleep, so we can't sleep on him. He's going to do what he does. I realized this week that, we've talked about parasites ad nauseum and how important it is to cleanse ourselves from parasites, because many people are seeing, the doctors are saying now when they open different organs, what they're seeing when somebody dies of C, the big C, it's a bunch of parasites. So therefore, it behooves us to manage our parasites, right? Well, I've been looking at it. I remember seeing a video where on Facebook, I believe, the Oreo cookies, all that white stuff, it has pork in it, but in the white stuff, the white cream, there's a bunch of parasites. When they put it under the microscope, there's parasites in it. I believe a lot of the foods we're eating have parasites in it, and we never put it under the microscope so we don't see it. And that's how they're keeping us sick. So again, my thought is to get away from that. What I need to do is make sure I'm cooking everything at home. But not everybody thinks like that, and I get it. We have been taught that everything needs to be fast, hurry, quick, go out and eat, keep everybody in business. I get that, but we need to really look at the times we're in. We are so close to the end. And I'm not trying to proclaim anything. I'm just saying we have no idea how close we are. Because if you look at what's going on, there's so much madness going on. It's like chaos on steroids. And there is clearly signs that Christ is going to come soon. I have a t-shirt that says, normal is not coming back, but Christ is. And we need to keep that at our forefront of our head, because he's coming back and he's going to be the only thing that can save us from all of this. Now we have other things that happen to the head. We have fractures, whiplash, brain injuries. We have the neck and the throat cancers, the head cancers. We have the tumors. We have the eyes, macular degeneration. We have blindness. All of this happening from this part up. All of it. So we have got to come up with some solutions. The mouth, we have the thrush, the strep throat, the cold sores, all of the dental issues we have. They want to take out our wisdom teeth. Why are they called wisdom teeth? Why are they called wisdom teeth? But yet they want to take them all out. Wonder what that's about. So, in a nutshell, we need to focus on these 5 things. And it's not all encompassing, but it's critical that we focus on it because we are wonderfully made. Our male, our Jake, he may have a headache, but that headache can stop. His story can be changed. We can rewrite that story. We just need to, first of all, recognize who the enemy is, his strategy, because there's something interesting about his strategy, y'all. There's nothing new under the sun. It's just a cycle. It's just a cycle. He's not that smart. So we can beat him at this, but it takes discipline and it takes balancing our habits, learning good habits, losing bad habits, and balancing it all. Because, many of us, we go, we chasing the money. I get it. We have to survive, yes. But do we stop and think about our sleep? How important is that? Do you know if we eating healthy all the time and we're not managing our stress, we're not managing our sleep, we're not managing our exercise, how we move, guess what? All that eating is in vain. We're not going to be healthy. And we are in the image. Our male is in the image of the Most High God. What are we doing? That brain gut connection. When anything happens, it happens up here between our ears before it happens in our body. We are making choices every second of the day. We are making choices every second of the day. Are you choosing right? Are you choosing righteously? Are you choosing in a manner that's going to help you, not harm you? Totally, it's up to us, right? So, remember I talked about hiccup. 5 things I came up with when I looked overall at our health and what was causing us major issues. We had hydration. We have to make sure we hydrated. We have to make sure we manage our inflammation. We have to make sure we increase and keep our circulation going. We have to make sure we handle our oxygenation because they're killing us with the chemtrails and our skin. If you can taste it, anything you put on your skin, if you already absorbed it. If it's in the air and you stick your tongue out and you taste it, or you smelling it, you've already tasted it. It's in your skin, it's in your body. Many of us think, oh, it's just what I eat. No, it's what's in the air. It's the stuff in the house. What are you spraying? Those perfumes with those designer names, which a lot of them, those designer perfumes, the shampoos, the brands, they're all worshiping all different gods that are not our God. And we need to take a look at that. That needs to be another episode we have, because it's going on in a lot of the foods. It's going on in a lot of the products we are buying, the designer bags, the shoe brands we're using, and we've got to stop it. Plain and simple. We are the creators. We are the creators. And we can create our own style, and they'll copy it, but we don't need to take what they're doing and follow it. They have taken so much from us, so much. It just aggravates my soul. They've taken so much from us. They've taken, I mean, go back to slavery. And when we were inventing, they put their name on our inventions. We've got to stop. There's people, there's that young guy who took plastic and making petroleum for the car. And, we've got to hide him or protect him because it's a war. Yeah. And yes, Sister Dawn, they've changed the formula for a lot of the perfumes. They're using cheaper ingredients, and there's a lot more alcohol in it, which is drying out our skin. We have essential oils. The Most High made in 6 days everything. The guys love their colognes and they never think about it. They dye their hair. I remember going to the barber shop. I used to sell those terminals in the barber shop and go in and watch the guys. They cut the hair. They give them some spray that just clogs. You can't breathe when they spray it. Then they take some like shoe polish and touch up their hair along the edge and all this. And those guys absorbing all of that in through their skin. And then they wonder where they have a big a cyst on their forehead or something on the back of their neck. It's all coming from what the skin is the largest organ. We've got to take care of it and walk in a manner that we know what's going on. We know the okie dokie all are trying to pull on us, but we can't continue in that. So let's keep going because I don't know how I'm going to get through all this because there's a lot that needs to be said. Uh, but as far as let's just go to the Hickok, okay? Hydration and detoxification. The importance of hydration. Staying hydrated and detoxifying the body can alleviate a lot of feelings of sluggishness and prevent many health issues. Pure water. Drinking pure water is essential for your hydration, detoxification, and weight loss. And if you move in your lymph, it's important that you hydrate it. A lot of people don't realize that inflammation is also a part of being dehydrated. Cold water can boost your metabolism by burning additional calories. And you can infuse your water with fruits and herbs, okay, for added flavor and benefits. You've got raw fruit juices and citrus juices that help eliminate waste from the processed foods. And then your citrus juices, which are rich in vitamin C, can prevent kidney stones by increasing your urine volume. Yeah, the kidney and the adrenals kind of go hand in hand. And the lymphatic goes hand in hand with it. And so does the liver. Lots to think about here, y'all. Okay, we've got to have our hydration as far as keeping that kidney operating. Because if you notice in our community, there are kidney dialysis centers almost in every corner. Okay, we also have the best hydrator is our coconut water. That's extremely good for our hydration. Now, if you dehydrated or, this heat that we're going through, this heat wave, you need to keep that coconut water handy. Yes, Sister Nina, coconut water is important. You can have garlic and green tea for fat loss. Combining those can aid in fat loss and detoxification. Garlic helps reduce our body weight and our stomach fat, okay? Green tea enhances fat burning hormones that helps break down our fat. You look at the Asians, a lot of them are not as fat as a lot of us are. They do a lot of green tea drinking. You have all the apple cider vinegar has a lot of health promoting properties. They contain enzymes and good bacteria that can help lower your blood pressure, which again, blood pressure is one of the things Jake has a headache about. We can take care of that. Then we have unsweetened cranberry juice is beneficial for liver detox and urinary health. It contains flavonoids and organic acids that help digest lymphatic waste. Again, that lymph, remember the lymph gets the waste out of the body. Many people, we think, oh, it's our kidneys and our bowels, but the lymph it gets rid of the waste. And we've got to get that moving. Lemon and cayenne pepper, you can make an elixir like that with some clean water, and that helps aid digestion and dissolve kidney stones. Then we have also pepper, red pepper, cayenne pepper, good for detoxing. We have also algae can assist from detoxing the body from heavy metals. And let's talk about heavy metals because men, y'all don't think you get it. If you're driving a truck and that diesel, you're around that diesel all day, it's getting in your pores, you can probably taste it. That's a heavy metal. It's a gas, okay? You we've got heavy metals, the aluminum, they spraying and everything. All of that we absorb, and we need to be detoxing weekly to get this out of our system. We have chlorella, which comes from the ocean. It helps eliminate heavy metals like lead and cadmium. We have the blue-green algae, which protects the liver from fatty liver disease. All of these things we've got to be able to detoxify from. Black lemonade for detoxification. You can use activated charcoal and in the lemon, and that's called black lemonade. And with coconut water, it's really good, and it helps remove the toxins out. We've got dandelion root tea for kidney. Dandelion's also good for the liver, which again, all of these things when you're eating or drinking and all that, it's the brain is sending all the signals to these parts of the body. Okay. So your dandelion root tea is a natural diuretic. So it's going to promote kidney and liver cleansing. The bitter taste is, hey, bitter is better. Don't forget that. Also, ginger is very good for detoxification of the liver and kidney. And drinking ginger tea 2 to 3 times a day will enhance your detox effects. Okay. You've got marshmallow root tea. That's great for kidney cleansing, and as well as it treats bacterial infections. Now, when we talk about bacterial infections, you have SIBO, which is small intestinal fungal, and then you have SIFO. We have the bacteria. SIBO is small intestinal bacterial infection and the overgrowth. And then we have SIFO, which is fungal infection. Again, we have these natural things that we can take, he can take to get rid of this stuff. You can do a detox with a celery and parsley smoothie. They are effective. Celery is a natural diuretic full of potassium, which we need, especially they're exercising, working out, playing sports. They need to flush the body, but they need to put the electrolytes back in. And celery is a good one that they can use as well. And it promotes urine excretion. Now, some men have issues going to the bathroom to urinate, and parsley promotes urine excretion. A parsley drink, a parsley salad, easy to do. All right. So we have to try to use what nature gave us. Now, I'm going to run through this real quick, and I have recipes. If anyone's interested in getting more information on this, I can put this in a Word document and send it to you, and you can go over it. I know we've put 4 weeks into the man, and yes, he needs more, but I have so many other things that we need to cover. All right, so we want to talk about the hydration. Now, here's the thing. Okay, when we look at our fruits, all the fruits, the Most High, that cycle, the circle of life He created, and our food cycle, right? We have a seed that's planted, it's watered, and then it starts to grow. What makes this fruit continue to grow, this vegetable? It is the water. So if you look at watermelons, 92% water. Rich in electrolytes, lycopene, a natural cooling of the body. Strawberries, 91% water, high in vitamin C and antioxidants. It's great for the skin and tissue hydration. We have the cantaloupe, 90% water, supports digestion and skin health with natural electrolytes. It's cantaloupe season, it's melon season now. All right? Pineapple, 86% water. It contains bromelain, which reduces inflammation and supports digestion. We've got oranges, 86% water, packed with vitamin C and potassium, which energizes us and hydrates us. And vitamin C is used in a lot of the supplements we need that we take because we're not getting it from our food. So vitamin C is important there as well. But we can get all of this stuff from our fruits and vegetables. And again, they're messing with it now with the Bill Gates of hell appeal in the organic fruits and vegetables. So you've got to read your labels, and it's really getting more and more. What can I say? That road is getting narrower and narrower. The path is getting narrower and narrower. And in scripture, it talks about that. Okay, but that narrow path, it's becoming narrow. You see, we used to have all these selections. We used to eat out. CV happened in 2020, and we were locked in the house, and everything got narrower. The sizes of food and packaging went down. The ability to do things became slimmer and slimmer. Same thing is happening here with our food supply. Find your local person, your farmer that you know how they grow. Visit your local markets. It's going to be very, very important to your health. I promise you. Every city has a local farm or weekly farmers market. Talk to the people there. Get on first name basis. It's going to be important. If you have a source, use that resource. It's good. It's going to save you. It's going to help your health. I promise you. Peaches, 89% water. Blueberries, 85% water. Blueberries hydrate the brain cells and support bladder and immune function. Some people right now can't even think because they have the earbuds they wear in the ear all day, listening to the music that has the devil's beat on it and not the healing beat, and therefore they can't even function. They only can do what they can do because they've done it so long. It's a habit, but they can't even rationally speak to you outside of what they know. And it's because they're not getting the proper nutrition. Hydrate those brain cells. Blueberries, if you don't like it, throw it in a smoothie and drink it up, buttercup. Suck it up, buttercup. That's what we say. All right? 95% water in coconut water, and it's the best natural electrolyte source for deep cellular hydration. Remember, coconut water, what did they do? They used it during the war. They used it when they ran out of blood for IVs. That's how good it is. So stay hydrated, man. All right. So we have vegetables that are hydrating as well: cucumber, romaine lettuce, celery, zucchini, tomatoes, radishes, bell peppers, and spinach. And there's so many lies have been told about oxalates and how you shouldn't be eating the vegetables and all this. The Most High made everything and said it was good. I'm done with the lies. We have to know our food, what we're putting in our body. Again, it's a choice we are making. If you look at it as, I'm going to eat the best food, I'm going to drink the best water, I'm going to do the best for myself, I'm going to move every day for my health, you will start a habit that will continue, and you'll be able to move more easily. You will feel better. You'll have better success in everything you do because the brain is synapsing and the cells are synapsing like they should, and you feel in that energy. You'll feel it. Okay? So now, yes, reduce inflammation. Nice. Thank you. Snap a picture of that, y'all. You can make that smoothie. And it supports the thyroid health, adrenals, calms inflammation, and nourishes the gut, which is our second brain. Snap a picture. All right, so the top anti-inflammatory foods: avocado, papaya, pineapple, cherries, berries, oranges. Best anti-inflammatory vegetables: we've got broccoli, spinach, kale, bell peppers, beets, sweet potatoes. Okay. Oh, pure heart desired. Okay, shalom. Yes. Oh, you had a micronutrient test performed. Was shocked to see some of my deficiencies, but was given detailed list of foods and nutrients needed for my body. Okay, yes. And that's something that we need to really do. A lot of us don't, oh, we take the test and we don't apply what we've taken, what's been given to us as a remedy. Some of us, we may do it for a couple of days and then we stop. But we really need to look into it more and follow it, because again, we've got to take care of our vessel. If we don't, nobody's going to do it for us. Nobody's going to do it for us. Stress is a killer. You know, a lot of these men are getting shingles. Shingles is there's a fever in the blood, you know, and they're scratching and all this stuff is going on. We've got to do better. We've got to do better. We have anti-inflammatory foods. Again, we've got the gut healers: slippery elm, marshmallow root, licorice, chamomile tea, lymph movers, burdock root, dandelion, milk thistle, adaptogens, which helps us with our stretch response. Ashwagandha, rhodiola, holy basil, they all support our stress-related inflammation. Excuse me. We have that anti-inflammatory smoothie we showed you. We have circulation boosting foods, because we want to look at circulation as well. The top foods for circulation. Okay, I did hydration, I did inflammation. Okay, circulation. Fatty fish, omega-3s, promote nitric acid, oxide, excuse me, and reduce platelet aggregation. So what that means is, if you can eat your omega-3s, and it will help promote that circulation in the blood, and you won't have stagnation. Pomegranate is also good for that. For men, pomegranate juice, dark chocolate. We need that. Okay. Morning movement. You've got a recipe there. Snap a picture of that, guys. Walnuts. It helps with our blood vessels elasticity. Citrus fruits help reduce inflammation and strengthens the capillaries of our blood, of our veins. Okay, then we have garlic, which relaxes our vessels and lowers blood pressure. Best circulation supportive vegetables, and I know many people don't like this, but beets, organic beets, it has nitric oxide and vasodilation. That allows that blood to flow. Isn't it interesting? The Most High made it red. Hope you're getting the picture here. Okay, you got spinach and leafy greens. We have nitrates, magnesium, potassium in there. The onions have quercetin, which improves our vessel flexibility. Tomatoes, lycopene. You have many people out there saying that, oh, it's bad for men, but it protects them against oxidative damage. We've got red bell peppers, high in vitamin C. It helps our arteries. Okay. You've got carrots with beta carotene. It helps give us fiber for our cholesterol balance. It also helps the eyes. You have ginkgo biloba, which these herbs now I'm talking about stimulate the blood flow, reduce clotting, and support the vascular tone, which is very, very important. We want that ginkgo, we want that cayenne, the hawthorn, the ginger, turmeric, and go to cooler. We want that. Olive leaf, parsley. All of this is for the vessels. It's going to help improve your lymphatic as well as these vessels going throughout the body. Okay, let's see. Eggs, Greek yogurt. We all about making our own yogurt because we know our gut microbiome is off and we've lost a lot of those things. So we know what we need to do now is put the good heal the gut with the good microbiome, building it from the yogurt, the L-reuteri. We have L-reuteri. We have all different types that we found that have been missing in different countries, different tribes. They find they still have it, and we're missing it here in the U.S. and around the world. So we need to get it back. And making your yogurt from the Super Gut book is the best way to get that taken care of. All right. So let's go to oxygenation now. Okay. Oxygenation. Okay, oxygenation. Let's see. What's a good thing to do? Oh, one thing for circulation. You can do put your legs up on the wall and let that blood flow down. That will help. That helps your venous return support. And have magnesium lotion. Use that on your legs or do an Epsom salt soak bath. Now let's talk about oxygenation because I've been working in technology for the last 6 years, and we've been working on 6G all that time. And when you think you can't breathe now, 6G is going to take your breath away, literally. And that's why I want to stress oxygenation for our men and for our women, for our family as a whole. Best fruits: pomegranate, avocado, kiwi, berries, citrus fruits. Shalom, Sister Dawn. Have a good night. And hopefully you can catch the rest of this tomorrow. All right. And then we have the vegetables for oxygen support. Again, beets, spinach and kale, broccoli, sweet potatoes, and tomatoes. Herbs that will enhance our oxygenation is our ginkgo biloba, gotu kola, holy basil tea. Okay. We have rosemary, lemon balm, and turmeric. It's very good for improving our, reduces inflammation, and the curcumin and the turmeric, and it also improves our oxygen delivery. V. Brown, Shalom, a recipe for high blood pressure and kidney health. I would say take a look at beetroot powder and kidney health. Send me an email and I'll send you some information on that. Okay, then we have foods for oxygen and cellular vitality: fatty fish, your sardines, your salmon. I want to point out, I noticed something recently that the sardines, I'm seeing maltodextrin in there. Look up maltodextrin because they're putting it in a lot of things now, and it's known to cause issues in our body, especially in giving us diabetes. Excuse me, Amia, 10 seconds? Come on, dude. You're a guy. You can do it longer than that. Okay, we then want to look at oxygenation smoothie. There's a smoothie here that I can give you that recipe. I'm moving along fast here because we passed time and I need to wrap it up. I'm sure I'll be hearing music soon. All right, so I can give you a protocol what to do, how to do this to improve this stuff. Every day you're going to do one activity: circulation on Monday, Tuesday your thyroid, Wednesday your adrenals, Thursday your lymphatic, Friday your brain, Saturday, parasites. On Sunday, you rest and recharge. We know we activate that vagus nerve. Spend some quality time on that. These are things that we can do, but overall, I just want to make sure that we understand that there's also not just oxygenation, but we also have constipation that's plaguing our men. Some men sit a lot and they don't like to talk about poop. They don't like to talk about what's constipating them or their bowel movements. But this slippery elm they can have every day. Drink that tea. It's good to soothe the intestines. There's dandelion root. There's senna that stimulates bowel movements. There's marshmallow root. There's yellow dock. There's elderflower, cascada sagrada, and then of course aloe vera. You can take aloe vera liquid, and that helps with the bowels as well. There are foods to include in your diet that are hydrating and helps the gut. The fruits, vegetables, the whole grains. You've got quinoa, brown rice. You have lentils, black beans, chickpeas in the legumes. There's chia seed and flax seed. Make sure they're ground. There's fermented foods like your sauerkraut, your kefir, your yogurt with the probiotics in it, the good L-reuteri probiotics. Then we have healthy fats with our avocado, our coconut oil, olive oil. You can take tablespoons of olive oil every day. If the guys and the snoring, a tablespoon or two of olive oil every night will get that gone, and your wife will be so much happier, or your mate. And hydration. Make sure you drink your coconut water. Make sure you drink your spring water that has the minerals in it, or add your minerals. Avoid foods that can worsen constipation, fried foods, which slows your digestion. Processed meats. Processed meats are high in fat and low in fiber. Not good. Plus all the chemicals in it. White flour products, your bread, your pasta, your cereals, your pastries, don't do it. Your cheese, your ice cream, your milk, too much. Red meat. Red meat that is not quality red meat is not good for you. And sugary snacks, your cookies, your cakes, and candies. All right, so somebody who's constipated, gentle stretching or walking, moving in the morning, warm lemon water, magnesium. You can do the glycinate or the citrate, castor oil packs over your abdomen to stimulate the peristalsis. Okay? And there's always prayer. The Most High says Christ said he will heal us. We ask, but we have to ask knowing that we're doing all that we should, and also pray about it. Pray, asking him, knowing you're going to do it. Because if you're praying and you're still going to these places and eating junk, he's not going to answer your prayer. So again, I know this is a lot of information. I want to be mindful of everyone's time, but I need you to send an email to my email that will be put up on the screen. And I want to leave you all out with this. Men, we love you. You're an important part of our life. You're a crucial part of our life. We need you, Jake. We need you to rise. We need 144 strong men. And we need you to remember. And I saw this and I printed it out. I said, let me read this to you all. Christ died at 33. The human spine has 33 vertebrae. The same structure that holds us up is the same number of years that he held this earth up. Right? We have 12 ribs on each side. There's 12 disciples and the 12 tribes of Israel. The Most High built his design into our bones. He wrote heaven into our anatomy. He wrote heaven into our anatomy. The vagus nerve runs from your brain to your heart and gut. It calms storms inside the body if you activate it. The enemy is trying to make us not activate it. It looks just like how he hung on a cross. That's the power source running through us. Every time, and if you hold your arms out, we look like a cross. Every time your body heals, every time your heart slows in prayer, every time peace shows up when it shouldn't, that's him. So activate that vagus nerve more. Let that Christ in you be calming you down because he brings us peace. Christ rose on the third day, and science tells us that when you fast for 3 days, your body starts regenerating. The old cells die. That's what we call autophagy in science. New ones are born. Healing begins. Your body literally resurrects itself. That's not coincidence. That's by design. And it keeps going. Your heart is an electrical rhythm. Your brain lights up when you pray. Tears contain different chemicals depending on if you're crying from joy or from grief. The blood speaks. The bones store memory. The body worships whether you realize it or not. We are fearfully and wonderfully made, and I can't stress that enough. We are walking prophecy, walking tabernacles, dust and divinity in one. That's our male, that's our man, that's our woman, because she came from him, Adam the first. God didn't just create you, man. He carved himself into you. You don't need to look far to find him, but you need to look inward. Heal your body, man. Take pride in your body. Nourish your body. Cherish it for the temple that you are. And with that, I bid you good night. I pray that this has been helpful to you, Jake. And your story is one that we want to be able to repeat and share in a healthy way to the next generations as we go on. We don't want any more gaps in history. So I thank you all for listening. I thank you all for paying attention. I pray it has blessed you in some way. And for all the men out there or the women who have men in their lives and you want to send an email, I'll be happy to send information to you. And may the Most High bless and keep you until next week. Most High willing, I'll see you then. Have a great Shabbat. And enjoy that beat. Ahaya.
Sister MJ shows the way. Naturally living every day. Naturally you. Naturally free. Naturally living as God meant to be. Breathe the air that's fresh
The water.
Nature's bounty is the cure.
Shalom.
Sister MJ shows what's real in every word and every meal. From the mountains to the sea, every breath is harmony. Feel the beat and feel alive. With Sister MJ we thrive. Grains and fruits in every bite. Feel the energy,
Much love.
feel the light. Harmony in every part. Naturally you with all your heart.
in heartfelt biblical history. See the stunning story of Job brought to the stage.
Breathe the air
Immerse
that's
yourself
fresh
with the
and
experience
pure.
of the man who
Nature's
lost
bounty
everything:
is the cure.
wealth, health,
Sister MJ
family,
shows what's real.
and his elite